One signature, two flags, and suddenly the Middle East just got a new set of rules. On September 17, 2025, inside Riyadh's Yamamah Palace, Saudi Arabia and Pakistan activated a clause that sounds ripped from NATO's playbook: attack either of us, and you answer to both. Here's the kicker: only one of them actually has nukes. Ready to see how that just redrew the map? Saudi cash and tech shaking hands with Pakistan's battle-hardened, nuclear-armed military. The Strategic Mutual Defense Agreement isn't just a vague memorandum. It's that handshake in writing, a truly ironclad commitment. We're talking a full mutual defense clause, plus joint production lines for drones, air defense systems, and cyber tools. Intelligence fusion centers will operate 24/7, and troops will train on each other's soil every year. In short, it converts a 60-year friendship into an institutionalized, full-fledged wartime partnership. Both capitals watched the same troubling slideshow, didn't they? The U.S. focus pivoting to Asia, Israeli jets hitting Qatar last month, and Houthi drones still buzzing Saudi oil sites. Washington's security umbrella suddenly looks full of holes, so Riyadh clearly wants a second roof. Islamabad, squeezed by India on one side and economic chaos on the other, desperately needs a wealthy ally who pays in hard currency, not IOUs. Each side holds what the other fundamentally lacks. Pakistan has the bomb but not the riyals. Saudi Arabia has the riyals but not the bomb. Marriage of convenience? Absolutely, but it's also a marriage of urgent necessity. They've been flirting, you could say, since 1967, when Pakistani pilots flew Saudi jets against Israel. In the 1980s, Saudi Arabia funneled crucial cash into Pakistan's nuclear program. In 2015, battle-ready Pakistani brigades guarded the kingdom's border with Yemen. Every decade, the stakes rose. The paperwork just finally caught up to reality. Iran now faces a nuclear-backed Sunni wall stretching from the Hindu Kush to the Red Sea. Israel's calculations for preemptive strikes got much messier. Hitting Saudi ports means risking a direct Pakistani response. India has to monitor two borders instead of just one, and the U.S. loses serious leverage over arms sales. Riyadh can now shop for Pakistani radars instead of American Patriots. Meanwhile, Russia and China are no doubt smiling. Anything that dilutes U.S. dominance is certainly welcome. Pakistani officials typically dodge the word guarantee, but the strategic ambiguity is the real message here. Nobody knows the exact threshold for Islamabad to unsheath its arsenal on Saudi behalf, and that very uncertainty is exactly the deterrence Riyadh is buying. Call it a nuclear maybe. Enemies will plan for a nuclear yes. Does this new axis make you more or less nervous about the next flashpoint? Drop your take below and hit subscribe if you want to decode the next bombshell before it hits headlines. Within hours of the signing, Gulf markets rose. Oil traders, it seems, love protective umbrellas. India scrambled its National Security Council. Iran announced fresh naval drills. Washington issued a politely worded, "We support regional stability," while privately asking Riyadh to keep buying THAAD. Translation: the chessboard reset, and every player is recalculating moves. First test: if Houthi missiles fly again, will Pakistani troops actually deploy? Second, Pakistani politics is fickle. A new government could dither or even renege. Third, Saudi finances depend on oil prices. A crash could starve the projects this pact promises to fund. Alliances are easy on paper, harder in sandstorms. We are watching a regional version of the domino theory in reverse. Countries no longer wait for American security. They build their own. The Saudi-Pakistan Treaty is the clearest sign yet that the Middle East and South Asia are stitching together a homegrown defense quilt, stitched, by the way, with Pakistani thread and Saudi gold. Want to know how this quilt could cover or smother other regional players? Check out our upcoming breakdown on Turkey's new drone exports. A single clause. Aggression against one is aggression against both. Just fused Gulf money with South Asian nukes. Whether it ushers in balance or sparks an arms race, one thing is certain. The old map you memorized is obsolete. Borders did not shift. The security lines around them just did.